I feel like a Power Ranger. Apparently yesterday was also some big protest in like in Germany and stuff. Well, I guess they were speaking German, so I guess it could have also been in German while in Germany. And why isn't that person going? Oh, that's why. Some big protest about CO2 and stuff. What's funny is somebody claimed that I should get a Prius or a Tesla and replace my Geo Metro. Now, mind you, I have the Geo Metro XFI. You know how much it gets per gallon, especially on the highway? 65 to the gallon on the highway. I know this because I went to north of Seattle from the island on a quarter of a tank. A quarter of a tank. That's amazing. And this is like a skeleton car. There's barely any car in this car. So it's really small, really light, and gets amazing gas mileage. And they want me to buy a Prius or a Tesla, which, mind you, the electricity to charge those has to come from somewhere, which is most often a nuclear power plant or a coal power plant. I would love to see the day when people get these stuff from a solar power plant, because personally I think a whole bunch of solar panels just across a huge field would be really cool. But, what was I saying? Oh yeah, and the cost of the ability to actually make these electric vehicles, the batteries specifically. There is an element, hello Mr. Fireman, there is an element on Earth that is incredibly rare, that is incredibly rare to make these batteries, and yet we use them in like iPhones, actually I don't think the new solid state batteries for cars and whatnot are using them, but we basically use them in the high capacity, high power batteries and whatnot. And so making these electric vehicles is damaging the environment more than my electric car. Don't you do it, I have right away. Is making these electric cars that are supposedly good for the environment is more damaging to the environment than my little Geo Metro. So I'm probably never going to get rid of that thing. And plus, my motorcycle. Bella here. What are you doing? Okay. My motorcycle still gets 45. 40 on average, and that's in town and on the highway. I think it's like very low 50s on the highway and like low 40s, maybe extremely high 30s on a bad day in town. Still pretty good in my opinion. But yeah, mind you, I'm not trying to bash electric vehicles. I think they're kind of cool. You don't need to use gas and... Stop texting! Well, what about talking to a camera? But you don't need to use gas, so you don't need to stop off at the service station. You can charge it overnight, so the convenience of it is really nice. I completely forgot what I was saying. Oh, is there a mark right here? Ah, there's a mark on the inside of my visor. It's bugging me. I can't directly look at it. What was I saying? Electric cars. Yeah, so an electric car would be cool, but given that it's more hurtful to just buy a new car than it is to keep the one I currently have, on top of just the, you know, the carbon emissions in general. Oh, that's what I was going to say. The electric vehicle tax, or something along those lines, in the state of Washington. Not very good, because you end up paying more in taxes than you would just in gas. And mind you, my Metro uses a premium gas. It jumps to like 3.5 a gallon. Right now it's currently 3.1. But yeah, a lot of tourists like to come to the island during this summer, so gas prices just skyrocket. But yeah, basically that. The electric vehicle tax here in Washington is insane, which is basically the thing stopping me from getting an electric car. If I had like 250 grand, mind you, probably mega rich, like, I don't know, Mark Zuckerberg rich, or maybe, who's the guy who owns Microsoft? Bill Gates. Or Bill Gates rich, I'd probably get a Model X. Because the Model X, to me, I quite like it. It has a ton of carrying capacity for people and for cargo in general. It's got a long range, it's got a whole bunch of windows and stuff, and it has this cool gimmick feature where you can tap on your phone and it will come to you. It won't go around any corners and stuff, but it will go in a straight line. So basically, if everybody is ready in the parking lot, like standing right next to your parking space, and people are parking way too close to your car, like people do, You know, let's be honest, people are terrible parkers and terrible drivers and terrible anything when it comes to cars. But when people do that, you can just press the button and have the car come out of the parking spot right to you, which is pretty cool. But, you know, $250,000, I'm most likely never going to buy that.